Excuse me. Hi there, this is Amanda Buck, fine bookbinder, book conservator out of Dahlonega, Georgia. Today I want to do a quick video about, give you a peek into my world when books come to me that have been improperly repaired, which is very common. Unfortunately, I have a cloth binding here which the cover is in great shape, but what happened was the first couple sections were loose, so they squirted some glue in and then shut the book and let it dry. So then when you go to open the book, of course, it pops and it's all ruined. There was no way to open this without popping that. Lifting it with the scalpel got it up to a certain degree, but the damage was done. The pages were all glued together in a big thick chunk. And so basically what I'm going to have to do is put the pages back together page by page and form them back into sections and then sew them back into the text. So what could have been a quick, easy repair, $50 repair of relining the spine, rehinging it back into the text, is now a $250, $300 job, spending 2 days putting the first 54 pages back into sections and resewing it back into the book. So it's a shame that this book was ruined. The owner probably cannot afford to spend that to have it fixed. So it was unnecessarily butchered. This is a large leather binding where I see this often, where they put a cheap piece of leather right over the top, glue it right over the top onto the original quarter leather and spine. This was done some time ago, as the original leather is now melded to this new cheap leather and has to be removed. So what I'm going to have to do is pull this off and put on a new quarter leather and retool the spine and run a new gold line up either side of the new leather. Same with the corners, they're missing, so I have to put on new leather corners and run gold lines along the edge of the cloth. And it's a shame because we still could have had our original leather and do a proper reback, and there probably was an original spine too that's melted in here that's gone as well. But to make matters worse, they put about 3 layers of masking tape on the hinge, and then to make matters even worse, they used library tape and more masking tape to glue this together. So I have to go in with chemicals and lift these 2 layers of tape, but you can see how that's an improper method of rehinging a book. It's just, all it does is pull on the text, damage the hinge, and ruin your end sheets. So if you don't know how to properly rehinge a book or reback a book, don't go there. Send it to somebody who has proper training and has apprenticed for 7 years and knows what they're doing, so you're not butchering these books. These come to me day after day, and they're unnecessarily damaged, further damaged than there was probably originally. So I just wanted you to have a peek into my world, is spending a lot of time fixing up books that were handled by people who weren't properly trained. Maybe just stick to doing cloth bindings and don't go down the restoration conservation route unless you have proper training. And to those of you looking for a bookbinder, try to find someone who has had training under a master bookbinder and has at least a 7-year apprenticeship, so that they have handled every kind of book, every kind of problem. They know what they're doing. They know the intricacies of rebinding, restoring, and conserving a book. Thanks for tuning into the video. See you soon. Thanks.